bringing you the big local news from unique views.
Okay, we have got a fast-moving turtle on the show this morning, Tortoise actually, right? His name is Thor, and if you think I'm kidding about him moving quickly, he has got Will Turnus over here working hard in the studio this morning. This, of course, is Jake Cash. There goes Will. And the zoo is here because y'all are gearing up for Spirits in the Wild.
Yes,
right?
Spirits in the Wild is Saturday, May 17th. It's our premier 21+ event, and one of the features is really fun meet and greets with cool ambassador animals like our friend Thor, the Aldabra giant tortoise here. We'll also have servals, Cape porcupines, snakes, parrots, macaws, all kinds of really cool stuff for people to meet as they're touring the zoo, enjoying the open bar, and listening to live music. Really fun time.
So
one for the adults.
I don't know how much multitasking Will can do between feeding Thor and keeping him in track and talking to us, but is he going to be out like walking around, or will he be in just an enclosure and people can come in to see him?
He will be out. You'll be able to kind of give him scratches either with your hands. We also have these, which will sometimes give them a little scratch. They do kind of react positively to it sometimes. It's sort of like touching a nail. They can feel when you're giving them scratches on their back.
Okay, I'm really interested in that actually, because so you're telling me that a tortoise's shell or a turtle shell has feeling to it.
Yeah.
So that was the wrong thing for people to think when they were kids in the summer, that a turtle didn't have a feeling in his shell, right?
Right. It's not like a crab where they like find a shell, you know what I mean? Like certain types, or you know, it's fused to their spine. Like it's actually a part of their body.
Right.
The shell is. Well, you could speak more on that, I'm sure. But
yeah.
It's made out of keratin, the same stuff as your fingernail. So it's a similar sensation to if you were like feeling your own nail.
So now y'all were telling me, Will, he's 10 years old,
yes.
right? What's his lifespan?
They can live well past 150 years. So
what?
As an Aldabra giant tortoise, this is just the beginning of his life.
So how much bigger will he get?
He will get to be probably about this big, like, 4
or 5 feet.
The size of like a wagon or something. Yeah, maybe 4 or 5 feet in length. Yeah, they continuously grow. When I showed up, he was cantaloupe sized in 2018, and now he's, I don't know, whatever you would call this right now.
So because I made the joke about him moving quickly, but he does. He's a pretty fast walker, really.
Yeah, you would be surprised with tortoises. They can move fast when they need to.
Okay, so as he gets bigger, that speed will continue, or will his weight slow him down?
Kind of. Once tortoises get older, younger tortoises are really adventurous and kind of skittish and like to move all around. And then once they get older, they just kind of like to sit in a big pit of mud for like the next 100 years.
It's their retirement.
Yeah. They move around a little bit, but they're kind of just
he's moving around a lot today.
Yeah.
What's home for him? Where is he native?
So he is from Aldabra Atoll, which there's a few islands in the Seychelles off the coast of Madagascar, and that is where they are from. So they're one of those, kind of like the Galapagos giant tortoise. They're a similar giant tortoise that just lives on an island with no real predators, just nothing but snacks to eat for them.
Am I seeing eyelashes on him, or do I need to have my glasses on?
I don't think so. They do kind of have those little bumps on the scales there.
Yeah.
A little closer. He doesn't really have any eyelashes or anything like that.
Does he have good eyesight? He seems to.
Yes. So most reptiles can see in color, usually like comparable to or a little better than humans. So
really?
They pretty much all of them have color.
So back to Spirits in the Wild. I mean, how cool is this? And all these questions I'm asking, people can come and ask.
My thoughts exactly. You always have such great questions. I love how much you love the animals, and that's what it's all about, is connecting people with animals. It's a really fun opportunity. Like I said, it's one for the adults to come out, enjoy the zoo at night, which is a little bit different. Come see the animals and reconnect with your inner child, reconnect with wildlife, and have just a fun night at the zoo. That's what it's all about.
So sometimes when y'all do these events, it's part of your admission, and then sometimes it's a separate ticket event.
It is. It's after hours, so it's totally separate ticketed. But zoo members, as always, get a discount to our special event. So just one of the many perks of joining the zoo family. Tickets for non-members are $85. We're also doing designated driver tickets this year, so you won't be served alcohol, no drinking on zoo grounds. If you have the DD ticket, but that's $20 off. So if you're not big on drinking, you can still come out and enjoy lots of food from local restaurants, great meet and greets, training demonstrations, kind of like we're seeing right now with Will and Thor here. Live music, dance floor, all kinds of fun stuff.
Oh, there's a dance floor?
Yeah. People dress up really fun too, animal themed outfits, safari. Yeah, it's a cool night.
So if you pay your $85 and you come in and you're going to enjoy the full event, right? Drinks and all. Is there a cap on how many drinks you have, or
it's an open bar?
It is an open bar.
We'll have multiple open bars, signature cocktail. Yes, please do be responsible for sure. But it is an open bar with lots of different beers, wine, and spirits.
And is food part of it, or is that a separate purchase?
Food is part of it. No, it's all included. So we have a lot of local restaurants.
That's a
Jack
good deal.
Brown's. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Goodfellas, Pizza, Nothing Bundt Cakes. I know Be Caffeinated is doing coffee, so there's going to be a lot of different local restaurants bringing out great food. Basically unlimited appetizers, so it's like small plates.
Okay, now I have a question for Will. I'm watching him walk, and not always, but sometimes when he walks, his front leg kind of caves. Like there, that one just went. Is it like a joint? See how he did that?
Oh yeah, he did a little slip.
Might
be because the floor's a little slippery.
Is it the
floor's
floor?
a little slippery. Yeah, he's used to moving on more rugged terrain.
Yeah.
And then you do see how like their knees are, their kind of forelimbs are kind of like backwards compared to ours.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of natural when he's on like a more slippery surface.
And you're feeding him what?
I'm giving him apples right now.
Apples.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he gets a lot of different veggies. They eat apples, collard greens, turnip greens, carrots.
They'll even do some bugs and things sometimes, won't they?
Sweet potato, yeah. They will opportunistically eat meat as well, every once in a long while.
Okay, so he would not want me to point near him, right? He would snap at my finger?
He wouldn't bite you in like an aggressive sense, more of like potentially in like an exploratory sense, maybe like investigating what it is. Is it food? Are you feeding him? So yeah, you definitely want to be careful.
Well, here's what I want to point out because the camera might see. Do y'all see back there how there's a dark purple spot? And there's also one near the front of him. So is that something y'all did, or is that natural?
Yes. So we put some indicators on there so we know who's who. We have 3 other Aldabra giant tortoises.
Gotcha.
And the race for growth and who's getting bigger, it's kind of a toss-up and it changes all the time. So to make sure we know who's who, we always keep them labeled so that we can individually keep track of their training.
Is he curious about his surroundings, or is he just wanting more food?
A little bit of both. If you put him in a large space like this, he's going to check out everything.
Yeah.
Eventually, if left unchecked, he would probably just kind of go in a corner off the studio.
I don't know how to get out of the shot.
Unfortunately, he kind of goes where he pleases.
That's fine. He can do that.
Independent tortoise.
You know, eventually one day he'll be 500 pounds, and then
And you won't pick him up anymore.
the target training will be very helpful so that we can very slowly move him.
So, okay, so that you're doing, it's been really fun to watch you because sometimes he's gotten out of the way. I've got to wrap it up. But will click that thing, if you notice, and then it turns Thor and helps him to go in the direction. So his hearing is pretty good.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
They know the clicker is the bridge in training.
Okay.
And when the other tortoises are around, when they hear that click, they all like perk up and they're like, oh, there's training happening.
Okay, I have to go. Ask your own questions. Spirits in the Wild, May 17th, adults only. See you there.
Wondering what to get Mom for Mother's Day? How about a new house?